Yo, what's up guys? Joker here. Today we've got the Assassin's Creed system requirements which were published over on the UB blog, the Ubisoft blog they have over there. We got to look at the minimum recommended requirements as well as some other effects they're going to be getting into the game. And thank you to Nasser, aka Solid Snake 1985 over on Twitter for linking this to me. Much appreciated, my friend, so that we could bring this story to you guys today. So jumping right over into it, we got our PC specs here for Assassin's Creed Syndicate, which in case you don't know already came out on Xbox One and PS4, but they delayed it for PC so that they could have a little extra time to optimize the game. And reading through this, it looks like they've kind of, it looks like that maybe they might be learning a lesson here just because of all of the extra details they've given in here with like the controls and stuff, which we'll go over in just a minute. But starting off in the minimum system requirements here, they're saying Windows 7 or 8.1 64-bit version, so you are going to need 64-bit OS, which is pretty common, pretty standard nowadays. For the processor, they're saying an i5-2400S at 2.5 gigahertz or an AMD FX-8350 at 3.9 gigahertz, which is pretty reasonable, I think, for minimum system requirements. For the RAM, they're saying 6 gigabytes or more, and for the video card, on the NVIDIA side, they're saying a GTX 660, which will be a 2 gigabyte card, or the Radeon R9 270, also a 2 gigabyte card. So it looks like if you do have a 2 gigabyte card, you should be able to at least play this game and probably get maybe something comparable to consoles. But we'll have to wait and see when the game comes out, because I mean, we saw with Unity last year that wasn't even close to being the case. So I wouldn't presume to say that this is going to run amazing on this hardware. We're going to have to wait and see when this game comes out. But they have downscaled the graphics. We've talked about that already on the channel, where they've basically optimized the game by removing some things like their lighting engine that had the baked-in lighting from last year in exchange for a dynamic lighting system this year around. So we got to see how much that optimization or downgrading, whatever, however you want to look at it, is really going to factor in with this still on the Anvil Next engine, which in my opinion has never been great. Going back to Assassin's Creed 3, that's where this franchise really took a big downhill turn for me. Ever since Assassin's Creed 3, it's just been like, well, it was like 3, 4 came up a little bit, and then it was like, back down again. So that was basically it for me with after Assassin's Creed 3, which is oddly enough as soon as they came in to this Anvil Next engine. But I digress. Let's move along, get on down here a little bit now to the recommended system requirements. Once again, 64-bit OS. They're saying for the processor side on Intel, an i7-3770, that's the non-K, non-overclocked edition at 3.5 gigahertz, and an AMD FX-8350, which I would say are definitely comparable CPUs, and it's good to see that they are definitely, like, at least covering Intel and AMD and NVIDIA AMD equally here. We've seen some graphics options recently released, like, not options, system requirements released from some titles, where will they only give the NVIDIA spec or only give the AMD spec. Was like, well, what about the other side, guys? I mean, we could do the math for ourselves, but I like to see it coming out of the developer's mouth, so to speak. And for the RAM, they're saying 8 gigabytes. And on the video card, now this one, it was kind of a head scratcher for me, because they say a GTX 764 gigabyte or the newer GTX 970 gigabyte, which is like, what do you mean by that? Because those are not comparable GPUs at all. For me, it would be a GTX 780 or a 970 to list those two GPUs there. Those would be pretty close. The 970 just edging out the 780 in speed, better power efficiency, as well as having the extra gigabyte or video memory or half a gigabyte of video memory, however you want to look at it, 970 gate. And then on the AMD side here, though, they're saying the R9 280X 3 gigabytes are better. So hopefully we're not going too high over 3 gigabytes of video memory usage here in this title. We did see some really high VRAM usage in Assassin's Creed Unity. We'll have to see how much they've optimized that here in Syndicate. And then finally for hard drive space, also 50 gigs, another big 50 gig game. So get out your money, buy bigger SSDs or more mechanical hard drive storage, because like literally every game coming out this holiday is like 50 gigs, 30 gigs, 40 gigs, massive fucking games that we have to download. Even in some cases like Fallout 4, if you buy the physical copy, you still got to download it. So, make sure you know that ahead of time. You're going to probably be doing some pretty hefty downloads in these coming months with all these big titles coming out if you're planning on picking up a few of them. Now, we do also have the NVIDIA exclusive features in here, and you guys know how I feel about the NVIDIA exclusive tech. And, when I test this game for performance and all that, I'm going to test it with this on, with it off, see what the differences are here, maybe get some more data about that, and we could talk about GameWorks further in the future with a little bit more data at our disposal. But they do have TXAA, HBAO+, PCAS, which is their soft shadows, and it also has support for GeForce Experience. I don't know why they're telling that, or or G-Sync, which works in pretty much every single game, so I don't know why that's even being mentioned. And then we also have some features here for high-end PCs, so I guess this is basically higher-end graphics options, that stuff that's going to be really taxing. MSAA, you know, they've got multi-monitor support, multi-GPU support for Crossfire and SLI. Good to hear that. It says performance will scale if 2 or more video cards are installed. I'll be the judge of that. Once the game does come out, I'll let you guys know how it's scaling in SLI for sure. Customizing controls for mouse and keyboard input. Good to see all this here. Controller support for Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PS4 controllers. At least those are the ones we're mentioning here. No Steam controller support, oddly enough, listed there. So be wondering if that's actually going to work running through the Uplay client, or how that'll all work into it. And then auto switch. We'll switch in-game UI based on last active input between mouse and keyboard feedback. I don't whatever that. Okay, so okay, I got it. So if you switch between mouse and keyboard mid-game, it'll basically work right away. You won't have to actually quit out of the game like some titles. You got to quit out and go back in. But that rounds it up for our graphics option. I almost said graphics options again. Our system requirements for Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I'm going to be covering this game when it comes out. I already bought it, you know, because I got a good price on it. And actually, I got a new affiliate thing now with the channel. So I got an affiliate thing for CD Keys. I'm not sponsored by them. Not sponsored by CD Keys in any way, but I did sign up for their affiliate program. So if you guys want to buy games or pre-order games, you know, which I don't always encourage people to do. So, you know, but don't pre-order, please. Wait for the games to come out and see the reviews. But if you're going to do it anyway, I would prefer if you did it at CD Keys. Use my affiliate key, which I'm going to put down below. Syndicate, I picked up $32 on here, as well as, you know, they got Fallout 4 for $44, with Fallout 4 $44, 444, Illuminati confirmed. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 with the Nuketown DLC for $39, Battlefront $44. So they've got some good prices over at CD Keys, and I've been buying keys from them for a while. I buy from G2A as well, Green Man Gaming from time to time. But CD Keys is actually seeming more reliable right now than Green Man Gaming, oddly enough, because I bought Black Ops 3 on Green Man Gaming, and then they still haven't given the keys and everything like that, and they haven't mentioned whether or not we're getting the Nuketown map. So I'm switching my pre-order to CD Keys so I can cover that game tonight and tomorrow, and whenever it hits, I'm going to definitely be covering Black Ops 3. But if you guys are going to be buying any games, if you want to get them cheaper, check out CD Keys. They're a completely legitimate site. I've been using them for ages now, and I've got the link down below in the description. You can use that. It helps to go support the channel if you do use that link. But I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here, guys. Let me know what you think about the Assassin's Creed Syndicate system requirements. Are you going to be picking up the game? Do you want to see more coverage of Syndicate here on the channel? And that's going to be it, though. I'm going to get on out of here, and I'll catch y'all next time. I don't even know what happened there. I just kind of went southern. So I'm just going to roll with it because I don't want to back out now, because then I'll seem like a big old pussy. So, yeah, I'm going to catch y'all next time. Ta diddly diddly rah. What the fuck? That was... no. Bad snapping fingers today. Let's try this one more time. And I'll catch you guys next time. Turn up. Perfect.